welcome back. Athlete's Potential again. This is Danny. We're going over the elbow today, okay? So we love the Voodoo band. I'm biased. I work for Kelly Stretch, so I think his shit is awesome, but in particular, the Voodoo band is great, and really for elbow pain. So you could say tennis elbow, golfer's elbow. I call it CrossFit elbow because all the people I work with are CrossFit athletes predominantly. Some of them play tennis, but not many, and a lot of it is from Olympic lifting. So if you're putting a lot of volume of pressing or a lot of pull-ups, and you're noticing that you're starting to get a hot spot either kind of on the inside of that elbow, sometimes on the outside, but predominantly we'll get it right here on the inside. This is a great one for you to try, okay? So we're gonna take the Voodoo band and we're gonna wrap around elbow. So if you watch the shoulder video that we did on using the Voodoo band, it's very similar, except it's much easier to get it started on the elbow than the shoulder. So when we wrap this up, what we're gonna wanna do is cover about 50% of the band, and we're gonna pull about 50 to 100% band tension, okay? So if this is a 50% increase in the band, that's 50% band tension. If that's doubling the band, that'd be 100% band tension, okay? So we want 50 to 100%, and we're gonna wrap over the elbow. Now, it doesn't really matter so much here if you're going from the bottom of the elbow, or below the elbow to above the elbow, just as long as you get it covered, okay? So we'll work our way up, and then once you get to kind of where you're got the whole area covered, we're gonna kind of just loop it through, and then we'll get started. All right, now, once we get it here, we want to go through some both active and passive movement, okay? So actively, we want to take the elbow up, we're going to bring it up as high as we can, and then we're going to bring it out straight as we can. We can bring it up and rotate over, kind of look like a front rack. We can bring it out and rotate with our hand down, and then repeat that. So here to here, here to here, okay? Now, the other thing we can do is we can throw some active movement with that. So our passive assisted movement. So as we bring our arm up, we get to that end range, we're gonna take our hand and we're gonna compress it as much as we can, and then we're gonna let it relax. We're gonna turn our hand over, we're gonna compress it as much as we can, and let it relax. And then kind of throw one last little piece onto that. As we bring that hand back into that kind of front rack position, if we take our fingers and we pull them down, we're gonna bring it back and we're gonna hold for a second and then let it relax. Okay, this isn't something where we wanna just hold at end range for a long period of time. It gets very uncomfortable. We wanna just kind of get there, hold it, let it relax. Now when we pull it off, you got a good, like 2 minutes, sometimes longer, of having the Voodoo band on. We're gonna have you take it off. Don't worry if you see some of these little stripes here. It's not a big deal. That'll go away in no time. And what you'll notice is we get this really kind of red flushing sensation to the elbow, to the joint, and that's just a ton of new blood coming in there with good oxygen and healing properties, and it's great for those little chronic elbow issues we get right here. So if that's bothering you, give this a try. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or hit us up on Facebook if you got a comment about one of these. Let us know how that Voodoo band's working out. Thanks.